welcome to the Babysitters here. Today we are celebrating Father's Day. We're going to read Dad and the Dinosaur and then sculpt a gift to give to our dads or grandpas out of salt dough. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to click subscribe in the box below if you have fun today, and feel free to share this with your friends. Father's Day is coming up. It is a day to celebrate and say thank you to our dads, our grandpas, our uncles, and let them know how much we appreciate them. You don't need a special day. You can tell them anytime how great they are. Let's start our Father's Day celebration with a lovely book, Dad and the Dinosaur, about Nick and his dad, Big Nick, and their adventure in finding a dinosaur.
Dad and the Dinosaur by Jennifer Choldenko and Dan Santat, courtesy Penguin Random House Publishing. Nicholas was afraid of the dark outside his door, the bushes where giant bugs lived, and the undersides of manhole covers. His dad was not afraid of anything. Nicholas tried to be brave like his dad, but he needed help. Big help. He needed a dinosaur. Dinosaurs like the dark. Bugs are nothing to them, and they eat manhole covers for lunch and everything under them for dinner. When little Nick had his dinosaur in his pocket, he was just as brave as Big Nick. "You should have seen your son at the climbing wall today," his mom told his dad. "No fear at all. He takes after your side of the family." Of course, there were times when Nicholas had no pockets. During soccer, he hid his dinosaur in his sock. When he swam, he tied the dinosaur to the cord of his swim trunks. At night, his dinosaur went under the pillow. Then, one day at soccer, Nicholas played against the goalie they called Gorilla. But no worries, Nicholas had his dinosaur, and his dinosaur was fearless. He kicked the ball so hard it shot past Gorilla's oven mitt-sized hands straight into the net. Everybody cheered. His mom had the whole thing on video. "You're incredible, buddy," Big Nick told him. Nicholas's face lit up like a glow stick. But when it was time to leave, the dinosaur was gone. Nicholas searched from one end of the field to the other until it grew dark. "What are you doing, Nick?" "Nothing," Nicholas said. On the way home, the night was as black as octopus ink. Giant bugs were everywhere, and their little car was nearly sucked under the street. Nicholas ate no dinner that night. He went to sleep early with the light on and nothing under his pillow. He dreamed about bugs as big as buildings and the world under the manhole cover. When his father got home late that night, he came into little Nick's room. "You have a bad dream, buddy?" he asked. Nicholas didn't answer. "It's okay to be afraid. All guys are now and then." "Who said I was afraid?" Nicholas shot back. "Nobody," Dad said, "but something's the matter." After a long time, Nicholas whispered, "I lost my dinosaur. He's the brave one, not me." "Let's go find him then," Dad said. His mother heard them putting on their jackets. "Where are you two going at this hour?" "It's guy stuff," his father answered as they walked out the door. Dad drove Nicholas across town to the dark field. Together, they searched the spongy grass. Sure enough, there was Nicholas's dinosaur, as big as ever. When they got home, they gave the dinosaur a bath and put him under the pillow. "Dad," Nicholas said, "don't tell Mom, okay?" "Of course not," Dad said. The next day, Nicholas put his dinosaur in his pocket, but he wasn't the only one who knew he was there.
Little Nick's dad understood Nick and why the dinosaur was so important to him. So cool, right? And it's so important to have a grown-up like that you trust and who cares about you. Nick's dad was so cool and so understanding. My dad loves sports, but he's cool and understanding because he knows that I love to sing and dance and talk to you guys. Okay, let's make a Father's Day gift. We are going to make a salt dough and then sculpt something out of that. And then we'll bake it and have a gift to give to our dads or our grandpas or maybe both on Father's Day. You will also need a grown-up's help because this one is a little messy. Okay, let's get our ingredients ready first. We need 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of salt, and 2/3 a cup of water. If you have food coloring, you may also want to do that so that you don't have to paint it later. If not, I don't have food coloring, so I'm going to let my craft dry and then I will paint it. We are going to take our flour, salt, and water and mix them all together. We're going to keep mixing until we get a texture that's similar to Play-Doh. Once you get to that Play-Doh consistency, add in the food coloring. Otherwise, we are going to skip to the next step and start sculpting.
I used a silicone cutting board, or you could use parchment paper to make sure your project doesn't stick to anything. I've decided that I'm going to make my dad a paperweight in the shape of a heart.
Now that you are done with your sculpture, you need to dry it out so it stays in that shape. There's 2 ways to do this. You can either bake it in the oven at 200 degrees for about 3 hours, or you can microwave it on high for anywhere from 50 seconds to 3 minutes. If you added food coloring, once it's dry, you are done. If you didn't add food coloring and you want to paint it, now's the time once it's dried out.
My dad's favorite color is green, so I've decided to paint my paperweight heart green and add a few polka dots for a little extra flourish. Then I'm going to sign the back so he remembers it's from me.
I hope you had fun today. I know I had fun, and I hope whoever you give your sculpture to really enjoys it on Father's Day. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you here next time.